Division 2 Geelong and District Football League, where we see Leigh Districts playing Motowari on the 5th of the 9th, 1992. Your guest crew this afternoon: Director Scott Parker, commentators Barry Walker, David Cook, cameraman Brett Revere, Noel Fanning, Simon Fuller. Congratulations to the umpires: Central Steve Allenson, Mike Zelkovic, boundary Russell Guidus and R. Harris, goals Brian Paley, Stan Pogorny. Welcome, David, to Grand Final Day, GDFL football.
Thanks very much, Barry. Pleasure to be here. Beautiful day for footy. It's not too hot. There's a little bit of overcast, a cloud in the sky. The ground's in very good nick. There's a little bit of a, well, not sloppy, but a little bit sticky in the centre there due to the heavy rain we've had through the week. But the rest of the ground's in fantastic order, and I think we're in for a pretty good game of footy today.
Yes, we are. We've got Leigh Districts, who finished on top of the division this year, playing Motowari, who've come through from the first division, from the first semi-final rather. Leigh beating Eastern Suburbs in the second semi. Motowari have had to come the hard way to make it here this afternoon, but I think they'll live up to it, and I think they'll put it right up to Leigh Districts here this afternoon. Just to mention, Ross Bath from the Motowari side playing his 200th game here this afternoon in the grand final.
Making the grand final and playing 200 games.
Right, on the video at the moment you see footage from the rooms, the Leigh Districts rooms. There's the coach, Tassie Hodson there, talking to his players as they do their warm-ups. Tassie, he was in at the radio station 3YYR last night, and he's very keen, after 31 years, to take a premiership back to Leigh Districts. I think the last time they won a grand final, they were known as the Inverleigh Football Club, and Tassie is quite determined and quite keen that the boys do well here this afternoon.
Well, I think they've earned their place as favourites for the final, Barry. We saw them defeat North Geelong. In fact, at North Geelong through the year, that was a terrific game of footy in the second division club, beating one of the very high first division clubs. Just seeing them going through their warm-up, stretching there. Tassie Hodgson firing them up, and I think they're entitled to be favourites for the game, but let's not underestimate Motowari. We saw them play very well for half a game against Corio through the year, and as you say, they fought their way up from the bottom, from the first semi-final rather, from the lower half of the top four, and they've made the grand final, and they've got to be congratulated on their efforts.
Yes, Motowari come through by defeating Geelong West Creedon Football Club in the first semi-final, 12 goals, where are we? 12 to 5 goals 7. In the second semi we had Leigh Districts kicking 15 goals 10, Eastern Suburbs 8 goals 8. Last week in the preliminary final, Motowari kicked 14 goals 15 to Eastern Suburbs 5 goals 11. So all in all, the grand final day here for the Geelong and District Football League Division 2 grand final, is well, high expectations of a great game. Having a look at a few of the players, David, you've had a look at them throughout the year. We did 2 or 3 games here. There's Gary Ablett in the Leigh rooms. I believe he went round all the players prior to the game and shook hands with every player in both rooms. So it's good to see that the Geelong Football Club players are out and about here
in their local leagues. That's terrific. I reckon that's fantastic. A lot of guys in there would be pretty proud to be in there just to shake the hand of the great man, and here he is shaking hands with another young player there. That'll be a thrill for him. And some of the players to watch out for Motowari, Darryl Russell, the half-forward flanker. He's a lovely mark and a long kick. We've seen him play well at times. Ross Bath in the centre, as you say, playing his 200th, was it, today?
Yes.
Tremendous. Michael Wood is a very underestimated player. He'll play at centre half forward and may have a run in the ruck for them. He's a good player. 15. He's going to wear number 15, we've just been told, Darryl Russell. Just got that from the rooms. That's good work, boys. So we're watching out for him on a half-forward flank. And their defence last week, evidently, of Hamish Gorth and Chris Danoon and Dwayne Welsh down there was very strong. And they'll need to be against the Leigh District side, because a big shot of Marco at centre half-forward is going to be a focal point for them, Barry.
Right, as we just cross across to the Eastern Suburbs football room, doing their warm-up prior to the commencement of the game here. And Eastern Suburbs, Motowari, what am I talking about? We had Eastern Suburbs in the previous game.
Ray McPhee, number 20, just putting his jumper on. He bird at half-back last week, and they'll be looking to him to get a lot of rebounds off half-back line.
Yes, going through the Motowari side, as you said, Michael Wood, Troy Hovey, the number 11 Guernsey, he'll be firing up for Motowari. A bit further down, Chris Danoon, David Cook, You know, they're players to look out for this afternoon. For the Leigh District side, well, David Jolly, the captain, I suppose, is in the back pocket there. He'll play his regular tight game. Darren Rowath on the centre wing.
Got a lot of pace, Darren Rowath, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. Mick Filet there on interchange. Big Darrell's Sotomarco. Craig Eves in the centre. He'll be expected to do great things here this afternoon for the Leigh District side. Scotty Ogle is another one.
I think that'll be a great duel, the centre battle between Ross Barth and Craig Eves. They're two very good players, aren't they? And that could be a key to the game, Barry.
Yes, Jason Hassett is another player off half-back that they'll be looking a lot for. Arthur Hodgson parking himself in the forward pocket, a bit of experience there. And, you know, Neil Cations, the number 28 Guernsey. David Totten wearing number 30 there, a smaller player. There's Gary Ablett in the Eastern Suburbs rooms prior to the game. There's the president, Mr. Hovey there from the Mottawarri side.
It won't be long before play gets underway in this final selection, Barry.
Well, I went for Leigh Districts last night on the 3YR sports show on Friday night, so I'll be sticking with them.
I was in there with you and I made the same selection, but I don't think it'll be a one-sided affair at all. I think Mottawarri have got a fair chance of winning the game, but I have gone for Leigh Districts by a margin of about 3 goals.
Right, there's umpire Steve Allenson holding the ball aloft. There it is, start of the game for the grand final 1992 Geelong and District Football League Division 2. A lovely bounce in the centre, up they go. Tapped down there by the big ruckman from Leigh Districts in Robertson. The first free kick for the afternoon has been picked out by umpire Zalkovic, and it will go to the Mottawarri side and be taken by Shane Coots.
Here's Coots getting the free kick, the first kick of the grand final. Puts it on its way up towards half forward. Not a particularly good kick. Jolly going back, dropped one he perhaps could have taken. They funnel it forward. Here's a chance for Big Meeson. He couldn't handle it. Coming down the ground.
Oh, good play, Rowath.
Rowath fires the hand pass across to a teammate, and Cations receives it. Cations goes on the left foot. Down the ground, the free kick. There's not going to be any rough stuff here today, according to the umpires, as Cations was dumped after he got rid of the ball, and the free kick coming down the ground, and this is going to be David Totten, the recipient.
Right, Totten now kicking from just outside 50. Comes in, drives the ball towards the square. They set themselves backing back and taking a great mark back there for the Leigh District side. Is the full forward for the day, and he picks himself up, comes back now. Looks number like 30, Kennedy. Peter Kennedy, the number 37 Guernsey, and I see the coach was in there pretty quick, Arthur Hodgson, to congratulate him on that mark, and this is a great start to Leigh District's very chances here this afternoon.
Going back with the flight of the ball under a fair bit of pressure, and Big Kennedy has kicked the first goal of the grand final of 1992.
Peter Kennedy, Leigh District's first goal for the afternoon, coming up at the minute and a half mark of the first quarter.
Well, what a start to that to the grand final. Hey, down you go, take a good mark and kick a goal. If that didn't get your confidence going as a full forward, nothing would, Barry.
That's right. I see Jolly's in the centre square here for the Leigh District side. Normally starts off in the back pocket, but he's in the centre. He's a goer. He goes in for the ball very hard, and he's probably been around the Leigh club for a long while, and here's his chance to play in a premiership side here this afternoon. But I guess Mottawarri are going to have something to say about that before the day's over. Right, the ball back in the centre now with umpire Allenson.
Big Bird doing the ruck work for Mottawarri. Mick Bird doing the ruck work there against Big Robertson.
Good bounce in the centre. Up she goes. Robertson's there. Bird comes across, gets it, but it's picked up by Ogle. Over the shoulder he goes down to half forward. It's through 50. Picked up here for the Leigh District side. A handball to a running player coming through there in Hilda. Hilda's kicked down towards the forward pocket. Too far, too wide, out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in the forward pocket.
It's twice they've got the ball out of the centre a bit easy. The Leigh District side, Mottawarri will need to tighten up their pressure there. Boundary throw in, forward pocket. Leigh District's into attack. Up goes Big Robertson, grabs it out of the air, can't get the kick away. At the bottom of the pack there was Eves, he couldn't get it. Here's the chance for coming out of defence, Mottawarri. McLean with a left foot kick, and a good kick too, because he's found his teammate in the coach David Cook, and he's taken the mark half-back flank.
Cook now from half-back line, puts Mottawarri up over the centre wing. They set themselves here. All players go up they go, and a great mark taken for the Leigh District side there by Pat Goonan. Goonan now from between centre wing, half-back flank, drives the ball down towards the half-forward line. A good kick, tap further afield there by Robinson, coming through strongly there at the bottom of the pack. Totten picks it up now, spears the ball down towards the forward line, beats all players, they all fall over. First back onto the ball for Motor Warriors is Welsh, kicks the ball out towards the pocket, marked there by a teammate, plays on, umpire calls play on, a handball across here, a long kick from centre half back down towards the centre of the ground. Hassett using his body, nearly took the mark one-handed. Ball hits the turf, no one going anywhere. Head chance here, Cooch gets it out, running player, handball to Hovey. Hovey now kicks the ball down towards the forward pocket, out they come, slipping over with the Motowari full forward. Woods is in there now for Motowari, puts the tackle on the Leigh Districts player who drops the ball, over the line it goes, and we'll have a throw in.
Good tackle there by Michael Wood on Darren Truan, who looked like getting away with the football, but holding it in the forward lines. What the game's all about here today, I'd suggest. Don't let it get out too quickly, boys. And it's a boundary throw-in. About 40 metres around from the goal to which Motowari attacking. Puts it in. Bird doing the ruckworth. Didn't get to him. The Rovers actually did the ruckworth. Rowas a chance. Jolly's a chance, but the boundary line beats them all. There's Noel Fanning down on the fence filming for us. Boundary throw-in. You can move that Noel Fanning. He's up here now.
Right now, the boundary umpire brings the ball back into play. Up they go, tapped away by the Leigh District side. Handball out here gives Ogle a chance. Ogle gives it across a running player at half back, drives the ball out here towards centre wing. Here comes the captain coach, Hodgson. He couldn't take it. Over the back of there, it's picked up here by Danoon, was it? Totten's in there for Leigh Districts, grabs the ball, kicks it towards the corridor. Here's a chance. Up they fly. Coming across for Motowari there was McPhee. The ball hits the ground, comes out the back, handball to Cations. Cations from 50, steadies, lines the goals up, kicks the ball long and off target.
Offline, promising move though from Leigh Districts. They've looked the good so far, and 1 point goes on the board there to Neil Cations. Played 4 minutes of the first quarter of the grand final of 1992, and Leigh Districts kicking with a slight breeze to the right of screen as the kick comes in now, holds up into the breeze, up they go, almost a mark here, might be paid I'd suggest, is it?
Yes.
To David Hilda, and he's taken the mark outside the 50.
Shocking kick.
Tried to pass it there to his leading player, but it wasn't a good one, and Motowari able to chip in. They want to get it out of here quickly, and they do so. Out there, Hilda goes back in after it again, trying to make amends. Handballs towards Totten.
Good play, Danoon.
Danoon streams out of defence, kicks the ball towards centre wing. Got a chance here, Motowari, if they can trap it in. They got a hand pass backwards. It's a good one. Player handballing on there.
Free kick.
Was Berryman, and Berryman, after he got rid of it, was scragged, and he'll take the free kick. Centre wing position, grandstand side of the ground, 5 minutes into the first quarter.
Right now, waiting for Berryman to drive Motowari into attack. Comes in now from centre wing, kicks the ball towards the corridor. Lovely kick, but it's all Leigh Districts across there. They spoiled each other. Coming through strongly though. Free kick has been paid to the Motowari player there, and it's young Hovey. Troy Hovey now to kick the ball from just outside 50.
Needs to drop in. Someone needs to drop into the hole here because Hovey can't kick that far. He's got a lead.
Oh, well done.
Beautiful mark, better than a beautiful kick because the kick had a bit much carry on it. But great judgment shown here. Going back, taking the mark, David Highland was able to judge the play better, and he will have the shot for goal, kicking from some 35, 40 metres out, kicking into a slight breeze. David Highland. Coming in on the right foot. Oh, it's a good 45 metres.
Good
kick. It's a beautiful kick from Highland. He kicked a magnificent goal. A beautiful goal kicked by David Highland, and Motowari have got there first on the board, Barry.
Yes, 6.5 minutes into the first quarter on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock here at the Western Oval, and both sides have settled down quite early, playing good football, good determined football, strong, hard football here in the first quarter, and we see that the Rockies time clock there's the scoreboard, 1-1-7 Leigh Districts, one straight goal, Motowari.
Well, that was good answering goal, that one, because it had been all Leigh Districts up till then, but nice mark by Highland, and the goal goes on the board. Back into the centre. Up goes Big Robinson for Leigh Districts. Won the hit down. It's thumped back towards Jolly in the centre. Gets the foot to it quickly. Doesn't cover much territory. Oh, crashing in there and giving away the free kick, I'd suggest, was Brad Evans.
Well,
it was Ross Barth, actually, giving away the free kick. And the free kick is going to go to the big fellow in Hilda, who's been very prominent early, Barry.
Yes, he has. Right, kicking from inside the centre square now. Hilda comes in, kicks the ball high. A lovely kick towards the 10-yard square. Up they fly. Brought to turf by the Motowari defenders over the back of the pack. Totten tried to kick it off the ground. So did Hodgson, and Hodgson successfully kicks it through for one behind.
Just one behind on the board there to Arthur Hodgson. the veteran in the forward pocket. He'll be a danger player. They'll need to watch him tightly, Barry.
Yes, I couldn't see much in, that player was committed to that bump, and the Leigh Districts player turned his back on him. I didn't see much reason why umpire Zalkovic had to speak to him, did you?
Well, they're a bit closer than what we are, and I don't disagree with umpires.
Oh, geez, you're an umpires, man, you are.
Dwayne Welsh to put
Be
the
honest.
ball back into play for the Mottawarri. Here he comes. He's going to favour the grandstand side of the ground. He's got a lead from the captain, Coach David Cook, who takes the mark in the back pocket, probably some 35 metres around from the point post. He kicks the ball towards half-back flank. Up in front, unable to take the mark as Bath. Hits the turf. Mottawarri are on the ball here. Got a chance through Sam Rigall. Dummies around. Goes back onto the left foot, does Sam. Kicks the ball towards the centre wing. 2-on-1. The Shepherd was on, but unfortunately the ball was spilled up the body of Owen Berry. Minutes over line, out of bounds. Slightly the attacking side of centre wing. Mottawarri go into attack. It's 7 points place. It's 8 points now, plays 6, and Leigh Districts are in front.
Right, the boundary umpire brings the ball back in. Good high, long throw in. Robertson goes up, taps it down. It's tapped further afield. Roberts got a chance, picks the ball up. Long handball from Rowett. Finds his teammate down here, puts him under pressure though. And free kick paid to Cook. Good tackle. Cook plays on quickly now for the Mottawarri side. Oh, surely that's a reportable incident.
This could be off, I'd reckon. Jolly.
Yes.
Oh, he's got the book out, and Cook is still down. Oh, that was the coat hanger, that one. He went slap bang into that. Goodness gracious, he's still holding the head a bit. And it's a free kick to Cook, and Jolly's been reported. He has not been sent off, though, I don't think, Barry.
He's got to be sent off, yes.
He is now. Off goes David Jolly, whilst the other David Cook has got number 3 trainer, number 4 trainer, and a couple of other water boys, number 5 trainers out there as well. The water boys are all wanting to give him a drink, but like a true captain coach, he's going to take his own kick.
Right now, we see Cook from the centre wing to put Mottawarri into attack.
Here comes Cook. From
Right.
centre wing. Kicks with the right boot towards half forward. Comes
Good
out
mark,
of the loop.
Wood.
There's a mark here to Michael.
Oh.
Play on the call. Hand pass comes across from Rigall. Finds a teammate in Hovey who blazes away on the left foot. Magnificent kick. It's touched on the way through. 1 point only to Troy Hovey. That was a great kick. Swinging back with the breeze.
Yes, it is. I thought Big Mike Wood was a bit stiff not to be paid that mark there on the 50-metre line. I thought he brought it to ground, but the umpire didn't. There's a kick now coming in from full-back. We've been playing 10 minutes into this first quarter. A short kick out here. Ogle couldn't take the mark. Here's a chance for Cook if he can pick the ball up, but he's bundled close to the boundary line. Over it goes, and we'll have a throw in on half forward flank.
I'd suggest it was just as well it was out of bounds, Barry, because he actually threw that back into play, so saving the free kick there, and it's a boundary throw in with Mottawarri in attack.
Right, as we see the boundary umpire brings the ball back in. It hits the turf now. Ogle in there, but a kick out here, and it's marked on centre wing here by Brad Evans. Evans goes across to half forward and finds Coots. Coots now from centre half forward, drives the ball straight down towards the forward line. Here's a chance for Mottawarri in front. Good mark under pressure, taken down there in the forward pocket for Mottawarri, and it's been taken for them by Richard Brewer.
He had Big Ray Robertson bearing down on him, so that was a very strong mark by Brewer. This is an important kick because they've just stemmed the tide a bit here, Mottawarri. They can kick a goal, hit the front. Well, the underdogs are right back in town. Here he comes in Brewer, kicks by goal, wait on the goal umpire. Oh, dramatics, he's kicked the goal. He took a long time to put the fingers up, Barry, but it's a beauty.
Yes, good goal there. Good mark by Richard Brewer down there in the forward pocket. And he, under pressure, went back and had to kick for goal, and he's brought up a 6-pointer. Right now, we've been going 11 minutes into this, the first quarter on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock here at the Western Oval. We see the guest video production scoreboard 128 to Leigh, 2 goals, 1 Mottawarri, and it's good to see that the scoreboard has got the names highlighted in a little bit of colour over there. The
back into the centre, up they go. The big fella went up high there and knocked the ball down in bird for Mottawarri. It's gone towards half forward. Hand pass comes out by Leigh, wasn't effective though. Here's the chance, looks like Bath gets the pass across, might have been a touch high, and the book, oh gee, just reached for the book there for a minute. Bit willing there. Hope things don't get out of hand. Players going in
Come on, ball it up and get on with the game. That's it. Umpire Allenson bounces the ball. Up they go. Robinson gets a tap down. Ogle grabs it, kicks it down towards the forward line. Good use of the body down there by the Motawari defender. Picks it up there in Gorth. Gorth's handball out to a teammate who kicks it round the corner, and he's found a player there, and the mark's been taken for Motawari by Dwayne Welsh.
Here's Welsh coming off half-back, kicks the ball towards the centre wing. Oh, his teammate fell over out there, unfortunately, unable to take the mark. Going in after it there was 53, Owen Berryman, but he couldn't pick it up, and we're going to have a boundary throw in right on the centre wing position, far side of the ground.
Right, boundary umpire gets ready to bring the ball back into play. Big Robinson in the ruck there. He's up against the Mick Bird. It comes to turf, picked up here by Hovey. Is it for Motawari? Bath was it? His kick goes straight across the half-back line. Eastern Suburbs in the van here, tried to kick it off the ground through Hilda, but Danoon's there. Hilda's in there again, bottling the ball up, and we'll have a ball up on half-back flank for the Motawari side.
As you'd expect in a grand final, it's pretty fierce early, Barry.
Yes, both sides are going in very hard at the moment. Umpire Zalkovic with the ball, puts it down to turf. Up they go. Big Bird's there, grabs the ball out the ruck, kicks it down towards the centre half forward position. In front, it's Eve, thumps the ball to ground. Coming through Totten, good play Totten, but in there is Cook, and a free kick to Cook. Play on the umpire calls now as they kick the ball down towards the forward line. Good defensive play. Leigh Districts kick the ball back towards the centre, but the mark's built there. Chance here for Hovey. Hovey now drives the ball across towards a corridor. Good lead, good pass. Handball, too quick for Coots. Coots couldn't take advantage of it. Picked up here for the Leigh District side in Donaldson. Donaldson gets a teammate, kicks to the centre, and the mark's been taken in the centre for Leigh Districts.
Just a bit quick with the hand pass there, Highland, and it came unstuck. Now Leigh Districts want to try the hand pass. Wasn't a particularly good one. A little kick off the ground gets them further afield. Ogle paddles the ball on towards Cations. He has a bit of a kick off the ground. Gains about 3 metres. It's pretty rough and tough out there. Danoon's in there battling hard. He's copped one in there from a player there in Ferguson.
Oh, he's picked out a free kick after missing about 4.
And Barry Walker not conducive to that decision, but the umpire's out there. He's in control. And we're just waiting to see who's going to take this kick, Barry.
The throw was there, admittedly, and it was
David
paid.
Hilda. This is Hilda for the Leigh District side. Kicks the ball into the corridor, in over centre half forward. All up, no one able to mark. At the back of the pack, Evans a chance for Motawari. Handball's in front of him, goes after it again, can't pick it up. He's got support there from Gorth, it looked like. Got a hand pass out to Rigor, and Rigor gives one back. Umpire's set play on here. He blew the whistle, but set play on as coming away. Big Paul Wilson.
Good mark, Ross.
And Rowett in front takes the mark. Plays on immediately with a hand pass. Gets it across towards Goonan. Goonan gathers after a bit of fumble. Picks it up. Goonan kicks towards half forward on the flank position. Up in front, not able to take the mark was Totten. Picks it up. He's had a flying shot with the right foot, but it's offline and going back, taking the mark, Ray McPhee.
Right now, the kick after half-back finds Hovey on half-back flank. Hovey kicking from 50 metres down round towards the wing. Coots falls over. He must have short stops on out there because that's about the 4th time he's fell over. Ogle picks it up, chips one into centre half forward, but sitting there waiting for it is a big fella for Motawari in Bird. Right, Mick Bird from centre half back to drive Motawari out of defence. Comes in now, kicks the ball along towards the centre of the ground. Backing back, Robertson couldn't take the mark, but a good mark being taken there for the Leigh District side by Hassett.
Hassett swings the play immediately to Cations, who takes the mark right in the centre of the ground. We've gone 15 minutes in the first quarter in the grand final, and Neil Cations puts it on the boot. Long kick towards the forward line. Bit of a push out, not seen by the umpire. Going back, a chance to pick it up there was Noel. Couldn't handle it. Motawari a chance to get out of defence. Ogle's a chance. Ogle picks up, fends off a player, tries to get the kick in. It's well smothered there by the player he fended up in Troy Hovey, and we're going to have a ball up decision, half forward flank, with Leigh Districts doing the attacking. 16 minutes gone in the first quarter.
Right now, boundary umpire Allenson with the ball. In the forward pocket, bounces it, goes towards the boundary line. Tap down here. Here's a chance for Motawari to come out of defence, chip a little kick out towards the half back flank. But Leigh, player held there, Berryman. And the free kick goes to Motawari on half back flank and go to Berryman. He wants to get on. He's got a loose player around the wing if he's quick enough. No, too slow. Now he drives the ball down towards the half forward flank. They set themselves. Tap the ground. Grabbed here for the Motawari side by Russell. His short kick goes over the line, out of bounds, centre wing, far side to ground. Gee, I tell you what, the pace of this game's cracker jack at the moment.
It's a real final, isn't it, Barry? We're pretty excited up here. The pace is that quick. The Water Boys are on the job here. Out they go again. And waiting on the boundary umpire to throw this one in. Does so now. And up they go. No one able to knock the ball to the ground. Here comes to Cations. Quick hand pass goes across to his team. That's Cations now getting the hand pass to Eves. Eves gives it back to his team.
Where are they going?
They're going backwards. They've conceded. They've had 7 possessions and conceded 25 metres. The kick's gone down towards half-back.
Oh, good play.
Coming out of the pack here was Willett. He gets the hand pass across. No one in particular there. Kick off the ground here by the Leigh District side. Cations it is. Keeps going. Cations. Handball's in front of him. Well played, Neil Cations. Followed that
out of bounds.
And unfortunately, Pat Goonan had it, lost it, and went out of bounds. And a player there hit the track pretty hard.
I tell you what, give credit to Glenn McLean then. He put the pressure on. He was 1 against 3 and he kept the pressure on and the ball went out of bounds. The umpire throws the ball in. Robertson up high, brings it down. Hodgson couldn't take it. Robinson tries to kick it off the ground. He and Bird are at it now. Pick up there for Mottawarri and kick forward for them there by Sam Wriggle down towards the pocket. Johnny Woods fells over at the crucial stage, allows Leigh Districts to pick the ball up, kick the ball towards centre, half-back, and the mark's being taken by Hilda, playing quite well here in the first quarter.
Here comes Hilda out of half-back as Barry said, playing a Sterling go in the first quarter. David Hilda punt kicks the ball just to the centre wing position. Up in front, not able to mark, might have been Sotomarco. In they come. Here comes the little captain.
Oh, good play, Hodgson.
Hodgson gets it across to his teammate there. Donaldson, who kicks the ball into the forward line. Knocked away from Totten. He's going to go in after it again. He might receive the hand pass back. It goes to Ogle. Ogle centres the ball across towards centre.
Oh, bad luck.
But here comes Danoon as it's streaming out of it. Hamish Gorth streaming out of defence from Mottawarri. Kicks up. Unable to mark the ball. There was Brewer. Over the back. Oh, good tackle.
Dropped the ball.
Holding the ball. Play on the call. Here's a chance from Mottawarri. Can they gather it in? This might be the big fella in Chris Danoon. He's got it. Gets the hand pass across. Finds his teammate here in Brewer.
Oh, good pass in the square.
And as Barry called, in the square was the place to go, but he was a bit slow there, Highland, and he fancies himself with a shot. He's well within kicking distance, and he would be only 25 to 30 metres out, Barry.
Yes, good strong play here on the centre wing by Chris Danoon to get that ball forward, and now we've got David Highland lining up for his second.
Oh, I like the run out of defence of Hamish Gorth. He attacked that football.
Oh, beautiful kick. What a lovely kick for Woods. Goal. Yes.
That's a beauty. Yeah, he knew as soon as he kicked that one, didn't he? He really fancied himself there, David Highland. That's his second goal. And well played, Mottawarri. They brought that right from the back pocket around, and they have gold at the 19-minute mark of the first quarter in the grand final in second division. And the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. Rockies out there, Corio Village, that place for all your trophies.
Right, as we see the guest video production scoreboard showing 1-2-8 to Leigh Districts, 3 goals, 1-19 to Mottawarri. And how crucial is it having a player off for 15 minutes?
Well, there's the ship without a run at the moment. David Jolly be itching to get back on. Bounce down on the centre. Up they go. Bird did the ruck work again. He's doing well. Robertson slaps it on further afield for Leigh Districts. Chance there for Meeson.
Oh, good play, Cations.
Here's a chance coming back out of the pack. David Cook, who was coat anchored early, picks it up and kicks it out wide. He's got the run out here. Might be Coots is it out wide. Can't pick it up. Kick off the ground
play
here by... couldn't pick him up anyway. Goes
Hovey's got it.
Hovey's got it outside 50. Spears
beautiful
a
pass.
but unfortunately done enough carry on the footy. But he's coming out beautifully as Highland again. Kicks into the pocket. Woods up. Almost take the mark. Over the back. They dive in on top and head for the boundary line, do they? Truan's in there doing the shepherding as the hand pass for Leigh Districts comes out to Rowan. He taps it over his head to Donaldson.
Good play.
Donaldson gets it across towards Ogle. Needs to bend down and pick it up. He can't. Taps it on. Dives on top, but they sit on top of him. And I reckon we'll have a ball up here, Barry Walker. And a good effort from the Leigh Districts to defenders to shuffle that one out to half back.
Right now, umpire Allenson with the ball between centre and centre half back to ball this ball up. Down it goes. Players set themselves up high. Robinson gets it down, but it's at the bottom of the pack. It's again Mottawarri. Get the ball out. Here's a chance for him to go forward, to kick down forward. Coming out, though, in defence, taking a good mark for the Leigh District side is Ian Ferguson. Ferguson now in the back pocket. Plays on. Goes straight down the centre of the ground with it. He's got a lead from Ogle, and Ogle doesn't let him down.
Magnificent kick from Ferguson. 55 metres, hit him right on the chest. And Ogle takes the mark centre half back. Kicks across the centre of the ground. Player dropped one he should have taken there. Comes back to Robertson, get the hand pass away for the big fellow. Here's a chance running onto the football. Might have been tripped. Play on Cations, knocks it further afield. Coming out of the fence is Big Bird. He's well shepherded. Runs through a couple of players. Tumbles a punt in. Roweth gets clean bowls in. Goes back after it. Gets one in the back for mine. Play on's the call. It's pretty tough in there. The hand pass comes out. And Leigh Districts with a quick kick up and under. Out towards centre wing. Bounces badly. Here's Big Meeson running onto the ball. The Moose can't bend down and pick it up. He's got support from
good handball.
Berryman gets it back. They've got a player out wide.
Well smothered Ogle. Right, Ogle smothered it, gets a handball across to his teammate there who handballs high, and that was Sir DeMarco. Puts his player under pressure. It comes back now to Paul Meeson. Meeson from the centre of the ground drives the ball down towards the forward line. Ferguson out in front this time. Good strong mark, Ian Ferguson in the last line of defence. Ferguson now to put Leigh Districts back into attack. Goes straight down the centre of the ground looking for a teammate down there. Up they go. Danoon from behind thumps it down. Motawari first onto the ball through the agency there of McLean. McLean goes round the corner. Cooch fell over again, but he soccers it along. Handball here from Hassett. Throw the umpire's paid.
Handball. I agree with the umpire there. He held it over his head and then sort of threw it up and knocked it at the same time. And there's a free kick being paid, and this is Shane Cooch.
I tell you what, he wants to have a look at his stops at the quarter time because he fell over about 4 times. Cooch now kicks the ball, a shocking kick. Robertson should have taken the mark, hits the ball down. Rowers in there, picks the ball up. Over the top he goes with handball to Eves. Eves runs backwards, gives a handball back looking for Roweth. Motawari keeping the pressure on down there. Roweth drags the ball in underneath him, gets another handball out to Eves. Eves kicks intercepted by Hovey. Oh, tried to kick it off the ground. Over the line it goes, and we'll have a throw in the forward pocket.
Tremendous defence in the forward zone by Motawari. They would not let that ball spill out, and Hovey was one of the key ones in there doing the tackling. Great stuff by Warriors.
Right, the boundary umpire brings the ball back into play. Woods to do the ruck work down there. He's in front, brings it down, but it's Roweth grabs it. He's caught, slung as he kicks the ball down here. Hodgson over the top. He something away from him. Here's a chance for Tassie now, who picks the ball up close to the boundary line. Chips a little more, well smothered here. Comes back, oh, good dodging and weaving there by the McLean, isn't? But his kick's a shocker over the line on the full and out of bounds, and the free kick to be taken down there for Leigh Districts and be taken by Pat Goonan.
23 minutes gone. Rocky's 24-hour locksmith time clock in the first quarter. It's been 23 minutes of pressure. Tremendous start to the grand final as Goonan kicks the ball out for Leigh Districts. Out to half back. Ogle's the target. He's under it. Cook goes up. Couldn't hold the mark. Goes in after it again. He's pulled off the footy. Comes out wide. Here's Ray McPhee from Motawari. He picks up and unloads a long bomb down to the goal square. Highland's a chance. Roweth's there thumping the ball. Highland's got it. Can't get it on the foot. Kicked it up the knee. It's in the goal square. It's like a rugby scrum. They force it through for a rush behind.
Hit the post off the boot of...
Might have been Michael Wood, was it?
No, the blonde-headed fella, number 34 it was, in Richard Brewer.
Richard Brewer got the foot. By golly, they were struggling to get hold of that possession there, and 1 point only goes on the board.
Short kick out from full-back, finds a teammate there through the agency of Donaldson. His high kick down towards centre wing. Here they go again. Motawari picked the ball up here through Wriggle. Wriggle now from the muddy centre, spears a pass into centre half forward. Found a teammate there in Owen Berryman, and as Jolly goes back on the ground for the Leigh District side.
Running straight down to where the play is too, David Jolly. They might have missed him a bit, I think. 15 minutes, a long time, as you said. And Owen Berryman's going to have a shot. He's going to kick from about 49 metres into a slight breeze. Long kick from Berryman into the goal.
Oh, great mark.
There you go. There's a mark of beauty down here. And won't even turn around. It's the same player, Richard Brewer. He's been lively in the forward line. Good pair of hands, Barry.
That was good play there by the big fella in Highland. He was in... Brewer's in front. Highland was the next player. He ran at the ball and then stopped, and so did the Leigh District's defenders, and it left Brewer all on his own to take the overhead mark. Comes in, drop punt, steady, straight through the centre it goes. 2 goals, Richard Brewer. Another one on the board to Motawari. 25 minutes into the first quarter, and that 15-minute rest for Jolly has let Motawari get right back into this game.
My word, they're controlling the game at the moment. They've got away. They have actually jumped Leigh Districts in this first quarter as just waiting for the scoreboard to come up. We played 25 minutes on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock in the first quarter of the grand final. It's been a pressure pack. It's 1 goal, 2 8 points Leigh Districts, 4-2-26. They've got away, have Motawari. Into time on in the first quarters. The umpire puts it back down in the middle. Up they go. Bird goes up. He misses it on this occasion. Little kick for Motawari, doesn't travel far. There's about 15 players around the footy. Little kick came out. Chance for Motawari's hand pass, not effective.
Oh, well done, Hovey.
Coming off the ball, Hovey on the left foot too. Spears it around, but a dropping back, taking the mark. Here's Jolly back on the ground. He relieves at half back.
Right, Jolly's kick towards the centre. No one home for Motawari. Up they go. Big Robinson takes the mark in the centre of the ground for the Leigh District side. Now Robinson trying to settle him down. He wants to drive this ball long. 26 minutes gone. in the first quarter as he comes in, kicks down towards half forward. They set themselves. Hodgson from behind brings it down. Ogle's got a chance. He runs into trouble, loses the ball. Good pick up and handball out here for the Motowari side to Bath. Bath now kicks down to half forward. Here's a chance for Big Woods. Out he comes. Good mark. Michael Wood.
Got one as well as he took it, Barry, from I think Truan. Yes, it was. And Wood spears the pass into the forward line. It's wide. Too wide for Jolly, who couldn't control it. David Cook's a chance. Jolly's pushed it straight over the boundary line, and the umpires let him go. Oh, but lucky there, David Jolly.
Don't tell me you disagree with the umpire there, David.
I just said he was lucky. Never disagree with an umpire, Barry. Boundary umpire throws it back into play. Motowari deep in attack and in control. Robinson goes up and thumps the ball towards the boundary line. Running onto it. It's over the line out of bounds before he could gather it, in fact.
David Totten it was.
Totten, and it's another boundary throw in.
Boundary umpire to bring the ball back into play. A good throw in. Gives the ruckman a chance. Up they go. Bird brings it to turf. Over the heads of the players it goes here. Handball back to Hovey. Hovey now dodges around one. Loses the ball. He should have gone for the first option and kicked it as the pack develops, and we'll have a ball up. Tell you what, you can't afford to wait and go for two options, can you?
No,
the pressure at the moment.
Terrific pressure this first quarter. As you would expect in a grand final, there's no prize for the second place getter today. Up they go. Robinson won the hit down, but it went straight to Bird. Bird stood there, got a little kick, didn't travel far. Handball from McLean comes out wide. Running onto the ball, chance for Danoon, the big strong man. Couldn't pick it up. Here comes Eves. Eves, down goes the player in Roworth. It's getting too high out there. That was a bit high, said the umpire. Roworth disagreeing there with the big fella Danoon, and the free kick coming back, and the free kick is going to Richard Brewer, who's been pretty lively.
Right, Brewer, lovely kick. Here comes out they come. Big Woods, good mark, centre forward, and now he should go on with it quickly. There's no one back there. There it is, a chip pass, a lovely one too, and he's found his captain coach down there in David Cook, taking a good mark under pressure, but it was good play back here in the centre that started that off with a good mark to Mike Wood, and now David Cook's got a chance.
I tell you what, a beautiful kick off the boot to find Wood too, wasn't it? It was it had to be centimetre perfect. There was 4 against 1, and the kick was perfect. He took the mark. Here comes Cook. He lines them up, goes bang, right on the goal line post, moved across a bit, 1 point only. Ooh, crucial kick that one. Would have been a very handy goal, Barry.
Yes, it would have. We've been going, 28 minutes into this, the first quarter, as a full back now. Kicks the ball out. Filet's coming on the ground for the Leigh Districts. A good kick out there. Up they go. No one can take the mark. Bottom of the pack. It's grabbed here for Leigh Districts. Handballed away by Hilda. Down to centre wing. A kick forward for them. Down to half forward. They set themselves down here. Oh, good mark, Motowari in defence. And the mark has been taken back there as a Gorth. He plays on quickly. Goes out wide towards that far centre wing. Over the heads of the players. Hovey races for the ball now. Hovey tries to keep it in, but it's across the line, and we'll have a throw in, and over there centre wing. 4-3-27 Motowari. Leigh Districts 1-2-8 as the boundary umpire brings the ball back into play. 29 minutes into this, the first quarter. A good throw in. Up they go. Oh, Danoon caught one around their shoulder and will take the free kick over there on the centre wing.
Gee, they've been impressive, Motowari. They've been pretty hard at the footy. Danoon's doing well, and Gorth, strong players down there in defence. Here's Danoon sending them into the attack. Up though, it's half forward, but unable to take the mark out there with his teammate in Sam Rigall. And the boundary umpire says, I'm going to have a repeat here. I'm going to throw this in. As the siren sounds, 29 minutes the first quarter went on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. And a great quarter of footy with Leigh Districts opening up with a dream start with a goal straight away on the board to the full forward Peter Kennedy. But since then, it's been all Motowari, Barry.
Yes, it has. They've played quite well here in the first quarter, Motowari. They took advantage of the situation with the player being sent off the ground and kicked 2 or 3 goals. And look at the crowd streaming onto the ground. And isn't that great to see, the public being allowed onto the ground grand final day, or, it's a difference, isn't it, in country football?
My word it is. They're all pretty keen to support their side. You can see just saw the Leigh Districts team in the photo there. There we go. They're on screen. They'd be a bit disappointed with that quarter after the dream start they had, and it was brought about, I think, by the big fella in the ruck doing very well. Mick Bird nullifying Big Robertson, who we expected to do well in the ruck, but Bird's been able to hold him. Highland's been very lively on the forward line, and so too has Richard Brewer, who's impressed me with his hands and also his beautiful kicking. And of course, Michael Wood taking a few strong marks in that quarter, proved a handful down there for the defence.
Yes, late in the quarter, would come into it. But Hovey's been playing quite well around the ground. David Hyland down there, full forward, kicked 2 goals. Strong marking. Hamish Gorth and Chris Danoon across the half-back line. David Cook started off on half-back flank, went down to the forward line late in the quarter. Richard Brewer in the pockets played well. Looking at Leigh Districts, well, where do we go? Darren Roworth on the wings done quite well. Donaldson's played well. Ian Ferguson at full-back's taken a couple of good marks and defended stoutly. Scott Ogle was another good player for them. They haven't had much out of Craig Eves in the centre as yet, or Daryl Sotomarco. They've got to lift their game. Hassett played quite a reasonable first quarter. Neil Cations early in the quarter. He went out of it late in the quarter. Pat Goonan and David Totten probably were the better players for Leigh Districts. But what a cracker Jack first quarter, you know, pace-wise, determination, strong, you know. It was really a great quarter of football, David.
It's had everything, hasn't it? It's been, as you say, very tough. What about the coat hanger that David Cook copped? I'm glad it was that David Cook and not this David Cook, because I wouldn't have been able to commentate, yet he's come back on the ground, stayed on the ground, actually played very well for them, given them an option. He runs into the forward line well. If I was coach of Leigh Districts, Barry, I think I'd put Sotomarco in the ruck and put Robinson down on the forward line, perhaps because they're not getting much out of either of those players, and perhaps the swap might be worth a try.
Yes, that's quite on the cards. You know, they've got to get something down across half forward or forward line there for to get them going the Leigh District side. But the determination of the back players from Mottawarri, and you know, the determination all over the ground by all players, and the fierceness that they're tackling the ball is, you know, it's probably, well, it's a Division 2 grand final, but I tell you what, you go a long way to see a better first quarter in a grand final.
Gee, there is some big, just look at the camera there is some big crowds out there, and you would go a long way to see a better first quarter in any final. I mean, that's been terrific out here today, and I just hope the second quarter is just as good, Barry.
Right, we'll take a short break and be back very shortly for the second quarter here at the Western Oval.